Hey guys, it's Pikmin Master. Welcome to another review of another Pokemon anime team. So we're doing Brock. So let's just start this thing. So you have Niguna 65.
It itches, it itches.
Aha, it itches it.
Get it?
Ew!
Wow, protection.
Oh, that is so gross! Oh, this guy's a pervert. This guy's a dedicated pervert.
We got Maslow, whatever his YouTube name is.
Yay.
We got Death88.
Hey.
And we got Frankie, who I don't know his YouTube name.
Yay! I'm special.
Yeah, let's just leave it as a blank until we know what it is. Yep.
Way.
Yep.
Way.
Yep.
I know. Two
Okay,
plus
so
two
apparently
equals
Frankie got roped into doing this, so he has no idea what the heck's going on.
Nope. We're pretty sure it was against his will, but
We don't care.
Let's play
I made
Maslow.
it to it.
Let's play Maslow.
Maslow bribed me with a piece of cheese.
Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna talk about Brock. So let's just okay, this thing. Okay, so what do you guys think about Brock as a character?
How about
Awesome pervert. Yeah,
He's already
that sums it up better than I did.
you? Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
know.
and you forget the screwed up backstory.
He has a screwed up backstory.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has
When he
8
was like
mothers,
sick or something.
one dad that abandoned him, and one mother who wants to turn the Peter gym into a water gym, even though there's a water gym already.
So in other words, Brock's mom wanted his rock gym to be a water gym, even though there's already a water gym.
Yeah.
I never understood the whole type making gyms a certain type.
No.
It's always confused me. Why do it's like, oh, you're a water type? Let me just bring all these grass and electric types.
Yeah.
I've actually seen gameplay of people do like full playthroughs of Leaf Green, where the guy literally adjusts his team depending on the gym to have just one type of Pokemon,
Well,
and just walks through the gym with that type of Pokemon, and just they're not even that high a level.
Yeah, yeah, that is for one thing.
Yeah. So
Then
what-
again, in what was it? I think the 4th gen games. I forget the name. The last gym leader actually had a really weird team. He had like an Octillery and an Ambipom and an Electric gym.
that wasn't Volkner,
Yeah, that's it. That's his name.
who, by the way, looks like Minato.
I think we just mentioned
Yeah,
that.
Minato.
Yeah. Oh look, we're talking about Naruto.
Yes, I know.
Got this.
Worst thing is I'm a Minato fan.
We do not support Naruto. We all think
I
it's
do.
a terrible show, and nobody should ever watch it. There we go.
Speak for
Really-
yourself.
Great disclaimer.
Sucks balls.
No, what that says has nothing to do with the rest of the group.
I don't even allow it to suck.
What I say is complete. You heard it there, folks. Everything I say is complete fact and affects the entire group.
See?
No, it does not further the opinion of others. Okay, so yeah, rock gym. So okay, so let's talk about like rock gyms. Like, do you think it would be more sense if all the gyms were like dual type or something?
I think it would be better if they just let the trainers raise whatever Pokemon they wanted. So like, oh, I want a flying type, a grass type, another grass type, a fire type, a water type, and
No,
the
yeah,
question mark type. I can have it.
Or maybe maybe have a type like based on like someone's personality, like maybe like an all certain speed, all like an all dog gym or an all cat gym or something.
Well, I think it'd just be interesting just to give the characters more depth than here's 2 Pokemon that are the pre-evolution to your best Pokemon.
You mean like they did in by the champion of Black and White 1?
Yeah, they should just make it. What do you mean? Hang on, I don't remember what the team was. I'm gonna go look that up quickly.
Are you seriously forgetting that?
I haven't played the game since basically it came out.
So, did you still forget it?
So let's see.
You're a retard.
Okay, so as that's looking it up, might as well just talk about Brock's Pokemon from the anime.
Suck.
We completely went off topic with that, didn't we?
Not exactly. I mean, we're talking about gyms and stuff. So, and Brock's a gym leader. So, anyway, so talk about Brock's Pokemon in the anime, not the games. Okay, so first of all, he has this one Onix, and then somehow evolved to a Steelix in some one special episode.
Well, apparently Onyx is his first Pokemon. He got it at the age of 10 by his father. I don't know.
Yeah, but yeah, Onix was his first Pokemon.
And I believe he evolved in his when his brother had it. And I believe that it wasn't a special episode. I believe it's the episode where they return to the Pewter Gym and Team Rocket gets randomly this Charizard and Aggron.
Yeah,
And
it was that one episode where Brock's mom wanted to turn to a water gym for some reason.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, it was. And I don't know how freaking Ningino all that remembers with his retardness.
Oh, look at that!
We're not gonna turn into a Pokécast episode, guys.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
We're keeping it
This
my
episode
channel.
of whatever the hell Pikmin series is called, brought to you by the Crazy Pokécast. The Crazy Pokécast for all your crazy needs.
Oh god.
Yes, we're a convenience store now.
Okay, that's actually pretty good. Okay, so like, nothing was silly about that one that Steelix he has, or do you think he's I don't know. Do you think does he fit with a Steelix? Like, I don't know. Does this character fit with a Steelix?
Yes.
Yeah, I think Brock could be a steel type trainer.
Yeah.
If we're going for like pure type, like I think Brock would probably benefit more from being like a mix of rock, steel, and flying. He would probably be like a great trainer if he put those.
I mean, like Steelix.
Yeah, but then he like has for random Chansey and fighting type.
We'll get to that.
Well, to be honest, the fighting type is a good thing to put in no matter what your team is.
And
good point.
that's
Okay, next.
but
Well, so no one could think of anything else. Since Brock debuted, he has this one Geodude that he never evolved.
I never got the point of having the Geodude. The Geodude is a terrible, terrible Pokemon.
yeah.
Golem is a terrible, terrible Pokemon. Graveler is a terrible, terrible Pokemon.
And terribly annoying Pokemon since you keep running into them.
And now you
This
have
works.
30. Yay! Now it's going to be even more annoying. Well, it's a 50-50, but still.
Yeah, sure. So yeah,
Are
his
we
Geodude-
taking game?
it's funny because I don't know if I remember this right, but Misty had this one Starmie, and then like she doesn't really use it that much. It's kind of the same with Brock and his Geodude. Like I don't remember him seeing using it that much.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that,
Well, his Judith was only for the chores.
and it's funny. Like I remember one episode we had Geodude. It was the one episode where Ash used his Primate for that one fighting tournament, and he used Geodude.
Judith for that?
Yeah,
What a retard!
Heck?
and as obviously lost
What's
in
a
the first
bunch
round.
of fighting types? Why do you send out the Geodude? He had a Zubat.
That's weird. Hold on a second. Seems to be a problem. I call apparently.
Frankie
I'll be
just
cheating because...
Yeah,
there
Frankie
was-
died.
Yeah, Frankie, he has a bad habit of disconnecting.
This is a third attempt, and like we're just having
Just keep,
so much
keep on
trouble.
going. Just keep on
there's
going.
no Connect.
Yeah,
Especially
we're gonna
and
keep
he's
used to
connect twice.
Yeah, it messed up twice due to other people. So anyway, let's just move on. What's next? Who has the page? Because I can't watch it. I can't see it.
And
So
next
what did we just finish? We just did his Steelix,
Yeah, we did Steelix and with Judy. What's next?
his
And
Crobat.
Likes it.
Crobat. Yeah.
Crobat's a good Pokemon. It's very fast, very powerful, but
I actually like
I honestly think the fact that every 4 steps in any cave that you're hit with a Zubat just like makes Crobat and Golbat just a bad Pokemon because of that.
Yes,
Well,
Zubat and
Crobat
Crobat,
actually really
and
both.
Zubat and Golbat, but Crobat is awesome. It completely changes the evolution line.
Yeah, it makes it an offensive sweeper. It has a lot of speed, so you can set up weathers, you can set up pawns, and also you can work defensively. And even like Golbat is really good. Wait,
Great. Frankie just died.
okay.
Just wait for him. He will back. He will be back.
Yeah. Too much. I don't know what to say about Crobat. I don't remember.
He's back.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing.
I got a disconnect.
Yeah, I know.
For those wondering, Mazlo was threatening to withhold sex from Frankie.
Doesn't matter.
on.
You should see the topic of the other chat. Maslow's penis is apparently 0.5 inches.
Don't go there, guys. This is my. Come on, make it my channel worthy, not Pokécast worthy.
So,
I've told you you're probably better off putting this on the Pokecast.
Frank, bend over.
Well,
Def, bend over.
Not happening.
Might as well put bloopers of this in the Pokécast.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
It's too bad.
so let's move on. What's next?
So after his Crobat, we have his Forretress.
Okay, Fortress.
I believe
I
he
actually
called
never
as
really had a
Pineco-
Fortress.
Okay,
I've
so
never
maybe-
raised one either, but I faced enough of them to
Hey.
know what they're like.
Brooke has steel balls.
Really? Okay, if I remember correctly, I believe he called his Pineco in the episode they talked with Kurt. I know that he made a Pokeball with it and he called it Pineco, and the Pineco has the bad habit of exploding his face.
You know what's kind of
No.
weird? He caught Pineco in a fastball.
Or was
Yeah.
it? Oh yeah.
He caught
I thought it was a
Pineco in
heavy ball.
He caught Pineco with a fastball, which makes no sense because like Pineco's super slow.
Yeah,
But
but can't go
not
with
always.
Yeah, it was caught in a fastball. I'm trying to see the episode. I'm trying to find the episode.
But
I believe it was
Debuted
that
in
episode
Go. Okay,
that
it was.
is-
Yeah, but then again, caught him a Tang and a dive ball, so I guess it's all right.
A fastball is how earlier in the fight you throw it.
That's a
where
quick
it
ball.
works.
That's a quick ball.
a fastball is the Pokemon.
That doesn't even
And
exist
that's
in
an
Gen 2.
exclusive use Yoto.
That even exists in Gen 4. Then just Gen 2. That's a like fastballs. Like when you have like I think it's based on 100 speed or you run away at the beginning of the battle. But
Oh, that.
yeah, these so well whatever. It's
Do they have all those stupid balls in the second generation?
Effect of a fastball allows players to catch wild Pokemon, works better on fast Pokemon, or Pokemon able to flee the battle.
weird.
Raikou,
Gets weird.
Raikou,
Gets weird.
Raikou,
Gets weird.
Raikou.
It's just me or I got a bit of static. I don't know.
Just you.
Probably is. So, okay, so yeah, Fortress. It just Fortress Explosion, Giant Steel Ball, whatever.
Yeah.
I gotta say, like, the best Pokeball to use is a Dusk Ball if you mostly play at night.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's
My
really good.
favorite ball.
Okay, what's next, Ninguno?
He's Lotad.
Oh, Lotad to
Ludicolo.
Ludicolo.
Yeah, okay, I remember this episode where, okay, everybody remembers at least that Lombre, I don't know, the Mawa loves Lombre for some reason, then he finds their trainers Water Stone evolves into Ludicolo, and Ludicolo is basically like the Mirror Speed Ludicolo, none is around, be happy, yada yada yada.
Okay, seems that Ningina had a fucked up childhood since he only can remember Pokemon.
Oh, shut up.
No, not happening.
I can tell you Maslow's fucked up childhood if you want.
Let's not.
fuck
We'll
you
talk
up.
that after the call, okay?
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay,
That's-
so
Yes.
okay, so yeah, freaking Ludicolo, just kind of weird Pokemon.
It's awesome he dances.
Actually, Ludicolo reminds me a lot of Brock, because Brock wears a Mexican hat in an episode with maracas and starts dancing.
I think it was that. Oh yeah, I remember that. Wasn't that the same episode? No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Dances in that same episode.
Was it the same episode?
Lombre evolves and
Yeah.
Ludicolo joins him.
Has anybody ever, like, used a heal ball for what it's meant to be used for?
Yes.
Nope.
Like,
Oh,
it's meant to catch a
used-
Pokemon and then immediately start using it.
Hey,
Yeah.
Jeff,
Nah, I've never used that. I used it on. I caught a
go
restaurant
off
with it,
topic
but
here.
otherwise no.
Well, we were talking about Pokeballs earlier, and I'm looking up a few interesting ones.
So, we're now talking about Ludicolo.
Ludicolo is a crappy Pokemon that can be killed
Hey.
very easily.
Ludicolo's
Well,
awesome.
I actually like
Ludicolo's awesome.
In
I
double
like it
battles, it's fine, but in a single battle, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Frank,
I like-
I love
yeah,
you.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
yeah, and then I had like two Ludicolos and two separate teams.
just my
that worked
sex
together,
slave.
But
I actually think Ludicolo is amazing in Sunny Day.
Oh, Rain-
Sunny Day or Rain Dance is where the only time Ludicolo shines, and
Yeah.
you really can only use it in double battles.
or in
Any
my
other
or in my
battle,
case, is the stalling single battles. Come on,
all it
Yeah.
does is like make you hold out a little longer. And really, if you're gonna do that in a single battle, go get a fucking Blissey
nah, listen,
or Chansey.
Oh,
Listen,
I hate
Chansey don't work well in Ludicolo.
Physical Blissey for the win.
Oh,
I guess-
we'll get the physical Chanseys and stuff. We'll get to that. But what's next?
Mudkip.
Marsh Tomp.
Mudkip Marshtomp.
Why didn't
Yeah,
it evolve to Swampert?
Oh, you know what's fun? You know what's kind
There's
of
only, I've only seen like one or two Swamperts in the fucking entire anime. I think there's only ever been shown two.
I believe in this episode of the abandoned ship.
It's if you notice, like certain Pokemon get more screen time than other Pokemon.
Well, Charizard is one of them.
Hey, you know what's weird? Brock doesn't want his gym to be a water type gym, yet he has two water type gyms and two water type Pokemon in the same season.
Yeah.
What
That's
water
the
types
reason
does he?
why his mom made it a water type gym.
What water types does he have? He's only had a. Oh yeah, the Ludicolo and the Martian.
Yeah.
I forget Ludicolo's a water type.
Really?
Yeah.
It evolves by
Seriously?
water
Yes,
stone. You
I
forgot it's
do.
a water type.
That's the reason I like Ludicolo. It's water grass. It's one of the best type combination you ever can get.
It's
Only
weird.
the stats and the attack suck.
Well, it's kind of like Credilli. You don't. Nobody remembers it's part rock type.
And
Cradle is fucking
Cradilli is
awesome.
actually grass and a rock type.
In a
Yeah,
sense,
nobody
Cradilli
remembers that.
fucking owns.
Well,
Yeah, I think I have one on one of my double teams.
he completely raped me with a Cradilli, so yeah.
And inside, and also everyone except for Mass will forget what our model's typing is sometimes.
Isn't that-
Armando.
It's a
Remember
bug
the-
grass and
Yeah,
rock.
I know it's Bug Rock, but
You with Armando.
I know it's Bug Rock, but I'm just saying like no one would remember it. Since it learns
What are
water
we
kind of
talking
stuff.
about? I got DC.
We're just talking
They
about
can
like
just
weird
disconnect.
typing. Like Ludicolo is like water grass, and there's like all weird typing.
I just
Okay.
disconnect for a moment.
I gotta say,
And also
Like,
remember
for
a
the
little
most part-
bit that I remember once that Brock actually used his master for a contest.
the only Pokemon I wish had its actual typing, like the typing it was meant to be given, is Gyarados be a water dragon like it was supposed to.
But then again, it would be super overpowering.
Yeah, that would be overpowered.
Yeah, but why can't they change in later gens though? Like, why can't in Gen 3, 4, and 5 it be a water dragon like it's supposed to?
They should
Well,
have done
then
that.
again, Magnemite and Magneton.
I guess the
that's
same
you.
reason. I guess the same reason why they don't change Sabrina's badge to the Soul badge, because originally Koga and Sabrina have the opposite badges in Gen 1. However, they didn't change it later.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
What do
they're
you
meant, they're meant to have.
It
They're meant to have the opposite badge.
Well, it makes sense, but
Yeah, it would make sense, but they didn't change it.
What do you
Nobody
mean?
cares enough.
So I guess that's some leeway. Well, yeah, I also think it still doesn't make any sense to the fact of how unbalanced Gen 1 already is.
yeah, because psychic types are super overpowered. Because only two weaknesses in that game is Bug, with the only Bug Twin move is Twin Needle, and Vidril is weak to Psychic.
Block types are so awesome.
So
I
yeah,
like block types.
and like Pin Missile, which only like Jolteon can learn, and even then it's not that strong since it's a special attacker.
Honestly, I kind of wonder. Hang on one sec. I wonder, like, how different Pokemon would be if they actually left stuff the way they wanted it to be, and like gave every Pokemon the typing it was supposed to be, the power and everything it was supposed to have, and everything.
I'd actually like to see that at least.
I don't know.
Actually,
I
would-
wish
I would
they
like-
would make an hack and slash of Pokemon.
Agreed.
They should really just make like a Naruto or Dragon Ball Z game with Pokemon. That would be
They've
fucking awesome.
thought about that, but it just opens up a lot of sort of issues, and it's a lot
Yeah.
harder to do.
Yeah,
I guess like
thought
the
that
thing is,
the-
I think it could be
definitely
possible. The thing is that I don't think it is possible given how. I think it'll be like, how to say this, like, since there are a crud ton of Pokemon and a crud ton of animations and a crud ton of moves and a crud ton of moves for each
You'd
animation.
have to basically do it. You'd have to. It would be more or less similar to the normal Pokemon games how they are now, with 4
And-
moves only,
Yeah, and plus,
and
yeah.
because that's sort of become a staple of how it
Yeah,
is.
it's
Yeah,
just
and
like
plus- and plus it
hack
is-
and slasher where you can change 4 moves and you can change them around. Just
Yeah, and
You'd be able to change them in the middle of a battle, though.
not in the middle, of course.
But to learn, it would probably be easier to switch them out than it is in like a normal Pokemon game where you have to go fly somewhere.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so enough about game mechanics. Maybe we'll talk about game mechanics at the end of the video, but okay, Nigano, what's next?
Okay, next Pokemon
Yeah.
is Bonsai that evolved into Sudowoodo.
Okay, Sudowoodo. His ever.
Well, I believe
The first game, were no pure rock types.
Yeah, how many pure rock types were there in Gen 4?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think Sudowoodo is actually the only pure rock.
I-
No, Nose Pass.
No, Reggie Rock.
Those
Reggie
pass
Rock.
indeed.
Yeah,
Okay,
Nose
so-
Pass, Reggie. I'll look it up. And
Yeah.
Sudowoodo.
Here, pure rock types.
Yeah, pure rocks.
Sudowoodo, Nosepass, Regirock,
Uh-huh.
Cranidos, Rampardos, Bonsai, Rogbola,
okay,
Boldor,
okay,
and Gigalith.
Okay,
Those are
okay.
all the pure rock types.
Arceus with Rock Plate, but I don't know if you count that.
Nobody
That-
counts Arceus for any. Arceus is considered question mark type, actually.
No, it's
That's what people class it as nowadays.
No, I class it as normal types. Since its original is normal type, so I consider it normal type.
But
But,
because-
Well, anyway, okay, so yeah, so Sudowoodo. I don't know what else to say. I mean, it's. Do you think it's
It's
Sudowoodo?
Sudowoodo. Sudowoodo's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, it's always awesome. I agree.
All right.
Fuck you, Ningino.
Oh my
Like,
god, I agree
Come on,
with
you
Matt.
just agreed on something.
No. Sudowoodo's not allowed to be like Sudowoodo.
Is there any? Is there any X's? Is there any X's? Is there any X's? Positives to having a pure rock type?
Yeah, it's not quad weak to
Well, it becomes weaker to electric types.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
only
but
thing.
5 weaknesses still.
And he
Yeah,
doesn't have
I
the
guess
bounce
removing
attack.
two quad weaknesses for a normal effective is a better thing.
Let's see, I believe.
Okay.
A normal, just a rock type is just. Plus, it's just way more epic than the usual ground rock type.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, that's
It's way more badass
Good points. There are a lot.
rock type. What
Yeah.
I'm really happy about.
Yeah, I was happy about that as well. And because it has Rock Head, it's just like amazing.
Yeah.
You can hit Brockhead,
I like
Might
Trick-
Hammer.
It's
Now, the
awesome.
question is, would you use Sudowoodo in battle?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
It's
actually-
not like a
that's-
competitive
it's
team,
pretty
probably.
Alright.
Pretty much everybody would use it.
All right.
Hey,
fucking
can I ask
awesome.
a quick question?
What?
Why can Nose Pass learn Head Smash, but it can't breed with anything with Head Smash?
It can breed with Nose Pass, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, but it can't actually learn Head Smash, but it can learn it as an egg move. I never got that. It can't.
Yeah, but here's when it comes to magic code. Almost every Pokemon can learn magic code by move tutor, even though they can't.
Yeah,
Let's see,
but
let's see.
I think I did once try Head Smash on the Black servers, and I think it actually worked. I'm not really sure. I'll have to try it out again soon.
All right. Okay.
I was just kind of curious about that.
That's weird.
Sorry for going off topic.
All right. You know what's next?
Okay, oops, okay. His next Pokemon is Croagunk.
Croagunk. Oh boy.
I find it disappointing that Rock actually never gets poisoned.
Which
he does.
one?
Every time he gets jabbed, that's the
Yeah,
effect.
he only gets hurt, not actually poisoned.
So you want
Maybe-
to Rock to suffer and die in a hole.
I think he does.
Now, I
No,
think the
listen.
explanations for that is that like Croagunk can actually control his poison.
Yeah, minimum amounts.
Yeah, I think the best explanation is that Croagunk can control his poison jab, so he can control whether or not the person gets poisoned.
Really?
I don't know.
If he could do that, wouldn't like every Pokemon he fights?
Yet the poison chance goes to 100%.
Well, he actually has an ability that increases his chance of getting poison, which is Poison Hand. He gets every physical move, at least get an extra chance to get poison.
Makes
I guess
sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Croagunk is a good Pokemon though. Like it would probably make a good addition to any like competitive team if you.
Yeah, except it's not.
Well, he's
Yeah.
Only because I mean, he has dry skin, so it could go as a rain team. But other than that,
Yeah.
it just quad with the psychic. So
Monarch.
best Zoroark strategy ever. Use put Zoroark in front and then Toxic at the back.
Yeah,
Zoroark. So
Pikmin,
Zoroark.
you're not
and-
gonna
The
fall
only
for
problem is that self-proc damage is going to be obvious if you switch, but then again you're leading, so...
Yeah, but an Toxicroak lead, it's obvious that it isn't Toxicroak. If you have a Zoroark. Just saying, it's kinda obvious.
you know, people can be stupid enough to not notice it.
Yeah, but those are
No, you can
retards like
put
Ningino.
Espeon and do the same
Sorry,
thing.
competitive
That's a little bit more effective.
Like Ningino.
To make OUs. Actually, my Mono Pichu team beat an OU team. It was very fun.
Wait, you said Mono Pichu team?
Yep, I made a Mono Pichu team.
What?
I am a
Actually
one of a
managed to
kind
defeat my Mono Bug team.
Oh yeah, it was I might beat your Mono Bug team on my Mono Pichu team.
God damn it! There's
Honestly,
Pichus.
though, I think it would be kind of interesting to see a Toxicroak lead, because somebody would go thinking it's a Zerok.
Yeah.
And sort of.
Oh wow, that was easy.
Yeah, it would be
let's
well, it would be a snatch lead because you've got two choices. The person would have two choices: switch out or generally set up rocks, depending on what it is. So basically, if you can predict rocks, use snatch, and I believe that can. I think it's snatch what can take rocks. Or is that boosting moves? I always get mixed up with that.
I think it's boosting moves.
No,
I
Snatch
want
also he gets healing moves, eh?
Snatch
Snatch can also snatch synthesis and recover.
Blew up on-
Okay, Nico, what's next?
Now
Okay,
Band Over.
Okay, I don't know if it's going to. Okay, next is Chansey. Oops, sorry.
Fuck you, Ningino.
Best song ever.
Okay, next Chansey.
Chansey? Okay, that's the last one, right?
So yes,
Yeah.
not a snatch lead would be great for Toxicroak, but
Okay, now let's talk about that one physical Chansey you're talking about.
Oh, I meant
Chansey is only good as a Blissey and only good as a wall. Unless like you got one of those people who are good at creating creative teams.
Frank.
Okay,
Well, yeah,
okay,
but
Chansey.
do you know? But for how few and far between creative trainers are, it's
You know
hard
that
to
they-
find them.
Hey, did you know
I've
that
made-
he can learn sword dance?
And
Yep, I've
also-
made physical-
Wait, you can learn sword dance?
Yeah.
No, wait, Blissey can learn swords dance.
Really?
I would sworn I would have. No, I don't think so. Otherwise, I would have used that.
I could look that up quickly.
I'm going to look it up.
Yeah, you guys look it up. So remember back when Happiny he had like godly strength. That was kind of
Basically,
weird.
Happiny was a better Geodude.
It's true.
Yeah, Happiny was weird.
And Happiny got the girls for Brock as well. It's like a man carrying a baby, and all the girls are like, "Oh." And then you
Yeah.
had the sport child who would want the attention, aka Croagunk.
Anybody way back in like 3rd gen, doing all the breeding and everything back then, and then sending it all the way to the 5th gen to actually like get everything else.
And besides,
Thank you.
Besides,
Thank you for
don't
calling me
most
weird.
don't most 3rd gen tutors already?
Yeah.
But it
get
is
somewhere?
like, how often do you see a team where like the Blissey knows a 3rd gen move, like it can only learn it back in 3rd gen.
Everyone knows.
I need to do that for
That-
my Mono Bug team. Thank you very much.
But it's so rare. I don't see it that often. Hell, even like most of the movesets people suggest for Pokemon don't have that. Like sort of
Because
those
most
3rd gen
people
moves.
aren't original enough.
Stuff for Blissey, and they use, and it has to be 3rd gen tutor.
I never understood that though. Why you would basically have to go back to 3rd gen to like learn. I don't know. Let's say
Besides, I think the only 3rd gen
I don't know.
tutor that had punch and use is like Mega Punch and Mega Kick. I think other than that, it's already been used in 4th and 5th gen. Pokemon I go with it like Azumarill or something.
One move in 3rd gen, what a lot of people do not know, and it is a great Pokemon as well, is Leech Seed on Oddish.
yes, that is amazing. You
Yeah,
turn that thing into a Vileplume, and
Yeah.
it just.
I-
yeah, that's it.
I use that so much,
Oh.
and I just rape everything in my path.
Okay, that's totally. Okay,
Can
now we're going off
Vileplume
topic.
even learn Stockpile?
Okay, now we're going off topic. So okay,
Why
so
not? We were technically.
you're talking
we're
about
still
Vileplume now, so forget that. So
I think we went off topic ages ago.
Yeah, that's the whole point
cares?
with this
I thought we were
group.
talking about we were talking about Chansey, and that was still on topic, but now we're talking about Vileplume and stuff. So anyway, okay, any final
Talking
thoughts on
about
Brock before we
walls.
finish the video?
Chansey's a wall.
Well, there's another Pokemon we can discuss.
Brock, thoughts about Brock?
Again, it's like 12 or something, isn't it?
No, he's 15, at least in debut. At least that's what says Bulbapedia. He was
How many did you say?
He has 15 when he debuted. In
Bloody
back-
hell.
15, my god.
Well,
Then again,
how
I-
many?
15.
Jesus Christ.
And I've got a girl in my college who has 22 brothers and sisters.
Dang.
I feel sorry for anybody who has more than like 4 or 5 brothers and or sisters. Like it's a lot of siblings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like tension at a time, so that would be like brutal on the parents.
I've also got one other thing to bring up.
Brother too.
I want to ask one other thing. What is Brock's nationality?
Blackanese. I already did that a long time ago.
I always thought he was Mexican as well, because, you know, that Mexican outfit.
Well, I've already mentioned this a long time ago. Blackanese.
Like, is that the official one?
No. No, something got made up.
I'm gonna Google it. What is Brock's Nash?
I'm actually gonna look it up. Alright, okay, let's give that some time. Let's see what it
Wait,
says.
Brock is 15?
No, at the
On debut.
As of debut.
What
He
means
was
he's
15
20?
at that point?
Yeah, what means he's 20 now?
20. How much fucking man have done a lot of drugs to get that kind of face that young?
Shit, there's a picture of Brock with open eyes.
Yeah, there's that.
That's the first and the only time you see his eyes.
That's what he found.
They're ugly.
Nothing. He is Asian and African.
Blackanese. There, moving on. There, that's what I
It
said.
is. There we go. It is now official. He is Blackanese.
That's what I said. Okay, so no one else says anything about...
Copyright L. Pikmin Master 2012.
Nah, it's what... Yeah, 2012. But,
You mean Crazy Pokecast?
Alright, okay. Everyone else's channels, watch our Pokecast channel, and etc, etc. That's it. Anyway, alright, goodbye, everyone.
Bye.